Okay, hello everybody. Thank you so much for coming out today for our summer BCMFest. My name is Summer McCall and I'm the festival director of the Boston Celtic Music Festival, which is a festival presented by Club Passim. So give it up for Passim, where we all are. Now, just out of curiosity, because I know we've got a lot of families and sorts here, is there anybody who this is their first time at Passim? A few? Oh, a lot. Okay, great. Well, hopefully you won't ever be able to say that again when the question gets asked. We have our big festival that happens every January. This upcoming year is going to be the 22nd anniversary of the Boston Celtic Music Festival. So that's from the 16th through the 19th, and we're going to have 5 different venues this time. We're going to have Passim, as always. We're going to have the Burren. We're going to have the Rockwell. We're going to have the Crystal Ballroom. Those 3 are all in Davis Square, as well as the Somerville Theater this year. So it's going to be a very exciting festival. Hopefully we'll have all of you. Again, we'll see how available everybody is. Before I introduce the groups that we have today, I want to give a couple of little announcements from BCM Fest. One is that we are going to be doing a very exciting BCM Presents event next March. On March 8th, we are presenting Lunessa at the Somerville Theater, so mark your calendars now. That's going to be a really fantastic event that'll have some local collaboration. I also want to make an announcement about the new Brian O'Donovan Legacy Fund that Passim has been putting together for a while. As many of you may know, our community lost an incredible pillar last October. Brian O'Donovan passed away after years and years of putting so much into what we have as the Celtic community here through his Sojourn show, WGBH, the big productions that he would do for Christmas and St. Patrick's Day, the Burren Backroom series, just so much. And so in collaboration with Brian's wife, Lindsay O'Donovan, and several other members of the community, Passim has worked to create a legacy fund that has had donors for a long time now pitching in. And what's going to be happening is that 6 grants of $2,500 each will be given annually to Celtic acts planning on coming on tours in New England. So you don't have to live in New England to apply for this. If you're planning to do some touring in New England and you're a Celtic band, you are welcome to apply. The applications open today, and they're open until August 11th. So you can apply, donate, find out more details at passim.org/O'Donovan. We also have a bunch of these handbills out at the merch table. So pick one up, check it out, learn more about it. It's an incredible way of continuing his legacy, which will forever have an impact on what we have here. And speaking of making an impact on our community and the future generations, I'm so excited to have Clíodhna Fields here, who a lot of you are here for because she is the teacher of all of these fantastic fiddlers that we have on stage. And it is so exciting to see new generations coming in and learning the crafts, especially from such a skilled musician such as Clíodhna. So we're in good hands. It's so exciting. After this, we have another concert with Sean Smith and Kira Davies, their group is called Mrs. Wilberforce. And then this evening we have 3 concerts. It's 1 ticket, but it starts at 7 p.m. We got some great acts for that. We are close to selling out, so if you're interested, check that out. But without further ado, you're not really here to hear me talk. So thank you so much for your attention. I'm going to hand it on over to Clíodhna Fields and her incredible youth fiddlers with Elias Cardozo. Woo!
Hello. Okay, so next we're going to do a set of reels, Glory Reel, Headry Crook, and Magic Foot. Okay? All right. do another set, but I'm gonna need a break. Why don't we get all the kids back up again, and we'll do Finish Here again. Finish Here, everybody. And then myself and Tessie will play, and then we'll finish with the focus. Make sure you all have enough room. That was very good. Very good. I didn't think you had a video for the last one. You killed it. So, where's Aaron? Guys, you need to keep your eyes on me with the bow. It's really important that we're all in the same boat, okay? No, Aaron's not. Okay, finish here. Just as important, maybe a little bit faster. So quality on it. Okay, so myself and Tessie, I think Tessie has taken lessons with me the longest.
So she's going to step forward now, and we're going to play a Donegal set, and then we'll finish with our polkas. All right? And I hope you have enjoyed yourselves. It's quite hot in here, but they're doing a great job.
So before they play their very last set, I just want to acknowledge this incredible teacher who has not been speaking enough to you as far as introducing herself. So let's give a huge round of applause for Clíodhna here. So fantastic. All of you are doing so good. And I just want to make it, again, a very open invitation that if you all want to do BCMFest in January, you're all invited. We'll talk about it. Keep that in mind. Mark your calendars, families. It's going to be on January 18th. And I also just want to acknowledge that where you are right now, Passim, they have concerts every night of the year. There's so many things going on. You can find the calendar listings for this month in August on your table. We have artists of all different genres of folk, but lots of Celtic, like the great Karen Casey is going to be here on August 13th. So get tickets for that. I don't know if they're still available. They might be, but you might want to check out passim.org. Get tickets for so many of the different things that they have here. There's a school of music upstairs. There's outdoor events happening all summer. There's the Folk Collective, who you can see a lot of great photos around the room of some of the members of this new initiative that Passim has taken on, the Folk Collective, of having important conversations here at Passim about how to make sure that music is accessible for all, not just ages, but all different demographics and beyond. So check out all that Passim is doing. I want to give a huge thank you to Matt back there, working sound. And also, yes, Matt Smith, everybody, our managing director. And also, you've been having a waiter tonight. Our wait staff person, Abby Altman, is actually our club manager who has stepped in. So tip our waitresses well here. So, yes, thank you so much. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to throw that in there. We have another act right after the kids here. So if you can, stick around. It's going to be great having Sean Smith and Kira Davies play for their set coming up and music later. So thank you so much. Again, I'm Summer McCall. Come chat to me if you want more information about the Celtic scene here at Passim and beyond. All right. Over to you. One more set, I believe. Yes.
All right, we'll finish with our polka. Before I faint. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, and...
do we want to or need to do for sound check?
Okay. Now, what would be helpful? Do you want us to
Play
do
some stuff?
some vocals or? Okay. You guys don't have to listen to this part.
Pretend we're not here. Should we do something loud, soft, both? What do you want to do?
He'll be there beside the river when winter finally breaks its bones. He'll be king among the rushes. He'll be master of his home. Father saw her red-winged blackbird down the high road. Father saw her red-winged blackbird down the high road. Father saw her red-winged blackbird down the high road. It's all right? Great.
Awesome.
We'll save the rest of that for later.
All right, you're going to hear that in just a second. Thank you so much for being here. You are part of the Summer Boston Celtic Music Festival event that marks our 6 months until BCMFest that happens in January, which is a Passim presented event. We'll be having that January 16th through the 19th. It's going to be at Club Passim, at the Burren, at the Rockwell, at the Crystal Ballroom, and this year we will also be in the Somerville Theater. Because every year we just keep selling out and getting bigger and bigger, so we're going for the big venue this year. So we will have the stuff here in Cambridge at Passim, but everything else will be in Davis Square. And it's such a delight to be here right now. My name is Summer McCall. I'm the festival director. I've been doing it for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And this festival has been going on since 2006, so 2004. So we are approaching our 22nd anniversary, I believe, if I'm doing the math right on that. If you include the first year, counting whatever math is not my strongest suit. But basically, it's been an incredible journey founded by Laura Cortese and Shannon Heaton. And Sean Smith has been on that committee ever since the very beginning, I do believe. Pretty much. So it only makes sense to have him joining us, and we're so delighted to have him with his duo partner, Kira Davies, who's going to be joining for what they are calling Mrs. Wilberforce. So thank you for being here, everybody, and I'm going to hand it right on over to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so one of these tunes is Irish, the other one isn't. See if you can tell the difference. Summer BCMFest. Yeah, so the first tune, if you couldn't guess, is a traditional Irish one that's called The Frost Is All Over. And just for fun, we thought, why not put it with something really different? And so we borrowed this tune from a wonderful band called Balsabella, written by Paul James, called Horizonto, which was written in honor of a decaying opera house that Paul James encountered on tour somewhere in Europe once. And I don't know, it just kind of fits the Mrs. Wilberforce vibe. So anyway.
Which is chaotic.
Chaotic. In a fun way. So what we got next?
So our next, we've got a slow reel happening. It's called 250 to Vigo. Vigo is in Galicia in Spain. This was composed by a guy named Angus Grant, and it was about his motorcycle trip to, apparently, Vigo. Yeah, what else do we want to say about that?
I'm not sure, but I think the 250 refers to the type of motorcycle that it is. It's an area I'm not very experienced in. I'm sure someone could find out real quick. But that's not the
Motorcycle
important thing.
experts, please email us.
Yes. But anyway, so 250 to Vigo. lot of stuff from Celtic traditions or whatever you want to call them. But we also kind of step outside the bounds every so often and find tunes or songs that, I don't know, we just like and seem to fit in our sound, our concept. This is one such song. It's a song called Red-Winged Blackbird, and it was written by a Canadian singer-songwriter named David Francie. And I heard it from an album from a singer from California named Amelia Hogan. Just really, really fantastic album called Taking Flight. And it's one of those things where I had it on the car stereo, and it's playing. I said, oh my gosh, I have to learn this, but first I have to get out of Salem, Massachusetts, and because I don't spend a lot of time there, and here I was trying to get home from a 3-hour session. But when I did, it was lots of fun to work on it, and it's a very simple song, very straightforward, and I think the only thing that's wrong with it is that it's so short. And it has a chorus that really kind of, after a while, becomes an incantation, if you will. So please feel free, once I get this in tune. All right, Red-Winged Blackbird. He'll be there beside the river when winter finally breaks its bones. He'll be king among the rushes, he'll be master of his home. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Safe as Moses in the rushes, builds his home by the river wide. Every time I hear him singing, makes me feel like spring inside. Thought I saw her red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be in there singing his heart out. He'll be telling stories too, where he went to winter last year, and he's going back there too. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be there beside the river when winter finally breaks its bones. He'll be king among the rushes, he'll be master of his home. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thank you. All right. So who's staying for the evening show? All right, good. Yes, you should definitely, if you're on the fence or if you're in the no column, I urge you to consider this carefully because. Oh, what's that? Oh, well, there you go. But anyway, it's well worth it because there are such good people. For instance, Elias Cardoso, who I think about every time I see him, I realize he plays one more instrument that I thought he played. I think we're up to like analog Moog synthesizers now, Elias, right? Something like that. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so and Elias is a fantastic singer. Adam Hendy, who maybe if you were here at the brunch, you saw him with the Carroll sisters. Adam is on speed dial of, I think, about half the melody players in the Celtic music world for guitars. I think Adam might actually have started a 24-hour emergency hotline service. You know? Adam, I'm in Switzerland. I need a guitar player, quick. But Adam is also a terrific singer as well, and he will be front and center in his part of the show tonight. So that'll be great to hear. And then we have 8 Feet Tall, who are just remarkable. Jackie O'Reilly and Rebecca McGowan, Armand Araman and Dana Carty doing some. Incredible explorations of the relationship between music and dance, and very inventive and very powerful. So, like I said, not a bad place to spend a Sunday night. All right, so let's just do a quick tune check here. I think that sounds reasonably good. All right, so you get to introduce this one.
Okay, it's my turn. All right. Our next tune is a Muñeira de Cabana. So this comes from the Galicia, which is the Celtic region of Spain. It's a dance. It'll probably sound a little bit Celtic, a little bit Spanish.
And
yeah.
all fun.
Yeah,
Or-
I mean, I like to think so.
Okay. All right. As I said, we kind of step outside what would normally be thought of as the Celtic realm from time to time. I'm going to play a tune that's actually used a lot in English country dance, although it's a contemporary tune. It's called Candles in the Dark, and it was written by Jonathan Jensen. And I think the title is very appropriate. It's definitely a very atmospheric kind of tune, and I don't think I even danced to it, and I just enjoyed the heck out of it. And just seemed to fit everything really well. Can we get a quick sound check here? Right, Candles in the Dark. Okay. Oh, boy.
Sometimes when we're just putting together these sets, we just try to think of what we think the most unhinged possible set would be, and we just do it. So that's sort of what happened here. We've got a slow Scottish air from many hundreds of years ago called Neil Gow's Lament for his Second Wife. And we insanely decided to pair this with an Irish reel called Sweeney's Wheel, which actually we learned from Elias. Shout out to, he's gone. We embarrassed him away. By Jackie Daly, which is a more modern tune. You know, we'll see if it works.
Well, it's worked so far.
It's okay.
The neighbors haven't complained.
Your neighbors, my neighbors haven't complained either. They're great.
go back to kind of classic Irish fiddle banjo tunes. Our rehearsals can be chaotic because, what shall we do now? Shall we do some like real intense, moody, modern Scottish composition, or should we just, play fiddle tunes from Irish tradition, or I don't know? What's that?
Well, stay tuned. We've got a few of those coming up later. So.
Right. So, so this is a pair called The Geese in the Bog, and I buried my wife and danced on her grave. And that is a title which probably has a story behind it, which I don't want to know. I just want to mention real quick, we have a website called mrswilberforce.com, which you can visit and learn all about us and hear some sound clips. We have a QR code out on the merch table so you can scan it into your phone. But we have good old-fashioned postcards, which you can post on your refrigerator and, display for your neighbors and family and friends.
We also have a mailing list, so you can sign up for that.
That's right.
Out there.
We don't have an album. It's kind of on our list of things to do. But we do have one piece of merchandise, which is a real kind of personal trip, and that's a novel that I published last year called Transformation Summer. Perfect for summer reading, perfect for winter reading, perfect for any season of the year, and that's out there on the merch table, $15. Anyway, two Irish jigs. We want to dedicate this next, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We want to dedicate this next one to our dear friend Summer McCall.
Woo!
And we're not just, like courting favor or anything like that. We really, really like her a lot, So
She's done a great job
really has.
with this festival.
Yeah.
We love her so much.
Yes. So we know that this is one of her favorite tunes. And we're going to see if we can actually augment her enjoyment of it, because we're going to do it in 2 different time signatures.
Yeah. This is a trick we learned from our our recent collaboration with our friends in Room to Spare, a kind of classical jazz improv, a little bit trad duo. So we got a little bit of this arrangement from them.
But I guess we should tell them what the name of the
We
tune
should tell them
is.
what the name is.
Yes.
This tune is called "She's Sweetest When She's Naked."
It's not that kind of tune, no. And also, because I have heard this error pronounced, it's also not she's Swedish when she's naked, no.
Right.
It's sweetest. And what that refers to is whiskey that does not have ice or, any kind of seltzer mix. It's just, naked, if you will. So there you go, perfectly reasonable explanation. Okay,
There are children here. Oh my goodness.
I have a D.
Oh, a D.
D. All right, whoops, oh, wait a minute. I need my scorecard here. Right. Well, we've got a couple of more to do, and we have a little surprise for the last part, which we'll save till the last part. Anyway, I also wanted to just, I hope most, if not all of you were here for the first part of the afternoon concert, which was Clíodhna Field and all her fiddle students. And, you know, I can't emphasize enough how important it is that we have people like Clíodhna who care enough to pass on the tradition, and we have parents willing to help their children learn it. Requires no small bit of commitment, so it's great to see everybody come out and you know, play in public and you know, have them get used to the idea that music is not just some commodity that comes out of speakers, but it's something they can actually do. It's something they can own and express. And you know, whether it's traditional Irish or any kind of music, I think that's one of the things we really need a lot in this world. That's just my opinion. So, what are we going to do now? Oh yes, okay. I'm going to do a lovely waltz, which was written by a New England-born musician. Excuse me while I'm scattering my papers all around. Named Elvie Miller, and Elvie comes from New Hampshire, and she is part of a real traditional folk music family. And in fact, Elvie actually played at BCMFest. I realized this the other day, back in 2007 or something like that. It's gone on long enough. It's sometimes hard pinning down what year stuff happened, but she played. She's a wonderful accordion player and tune composer, and she composed this tune called the Bearfield Waltz. She's married and she lives in County Clare in Ireland, and Bearfield is just a lovely little village in their part of County Clare. And what I like about this tune, among many things, is I think you can hear both sort of Irish qualities and New England qualities within it, so could remind you of either place, I suppose. So, Bearfield Waltz. All right, good. Okay.
We've got
so
one more.
We have one more, and
And go.
you talk. I have to get my darn instrument changed here.
Oh, well, you can, I'll let you talk about some of this, but we would like to invite up to the stage our friends, the Carroll sisters, Emily and Nora. Woo! If you were around for the brunch, you probably saw them just killing it, playing all these great tunes, leading a session. And we're really happy you're coming up to play with us. Thank you.
All right. We're going to do a tune and a song, all connected up here. First one is it's a song called "To the Begging," which is found in both the English and Scottish traditions. And it comes from a time when begging was actually licensed by the government. You know, if you wanted to beg, you could just go to an office somewhere and sign pieces of paper or something like that, or have someone sign them for you, I guess. And you could become a fully licensed beggar. And so somebody wrote a song kind of on the proposition that begging, therefore, you know, you could look at it as like any, you know, vocation, having its pluses and minuses, and so on and so forth. And in this case, the idea is that, you know, well, all things considered, not bad. You know, being a beggar, you can kind of be your own boss, make your own hours within reason, and other things. I put together this version from a few different versions, and I also stole the tune to it from the version that Old Blind Dogs, which is a great Scottish band, who I think Elias played with, didn't he? So, it's
Yep.
great, all these connections coming together. And it has a very simple chorus, which is, "To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go." And you're all welcome to join in on that. And then we're going to take it home, as they say, with a traditional Scottish reel called Spootiscary. But first, sorry, just got to make sure everything's in order here. All right. Of all the trades a man can do, begging is the best. For when the beggar's weary, he can sit him down and rest. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. Got a bucket for me barley, another for me rye. I got a bottle by my side for to drink when I am dry. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. Another pocket for me oatmeal and another for my malt. I got a pair of little crutches, can't you see that I am halt? To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. I got patches for my cloak and a black patch for me eye. But when it comes to drinking, who can do as well as I? To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. For there'll always be a tavern for each and every day. And when that you're a beggar, it's someone else's turn to pay. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. For courting, I'll never take a wife. All your days are free and easy when you lead the single life. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. Oh, I sleep beneath the open sky, and there I pay no rent. Kind Providence provides for me, and I am well content. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. And I fear no plots against me. I live in an open can sell. So who would want to be a king when the beggar lives so well? To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. For of all the trades a man can do, begging is the best. For when the beggar's weary, he can sit him down and rest. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. To the begging I will go, to the begging I will go. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. So
Enjoy the rest of the festival. Enjoy the rest of the summer. Come back in January for
yes.
Winter BCM Fest. And thank you, Carol Sisters.
Thank you guys. Woo.
Thanks everyone for coming on out to Summer BCM Fest. We've got a concert happening tonight that continues the festival. We are going to need to turn the room over and get it all cleaned up. So we do ask folks make their way out to the lobby after you've settled up with Abby. But thank you all for being here today, and we'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight.